I'm scared that I'm gonna fail or people are gonna leave or not like me. Sorry. I got on my recumbent bike to do cardio this morning and I cried. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but just humor me for a moment. So we got a new recumbent bike because the old one, it didn't really work that great anymore. The resistance was going. And so it was a brand new bike this morning. And the reason that I was crying is because it was forcing me to face something that I've been avoiding for most of my life, but I've been wanting to deal with, but I'm really scared to. That is facing myself. Being with myself and doing one thing at a time. And this new bike, the old bike, like it was so easy to do because it had no resistance on it. And so I could multitask on it. I could go on autopilot. And every day that I did cardio for the last couple of years, I have been doing multiple things. Sorry, bees. I have been doing multiple things while doing cardio, working, planning videos, doing Instagram posts on my phone, always doing, never paying attention to one thing, never spending time on the cardio machine. And this new bike, I can't do that. I can't go on autopilot. I can't avoid being with myself, doing the cardio, doing one thing at a time. I have to be on it. It's like a real exercise bike from the gym. You have to put your hands on the handles and pedal. It's like riding a mountain bike out on the road. When I realized that I'm gonna have to do present cardio and just do the cardio, and that I wouldn't be able to work on, YouTube videos or do other work, I literally started to cry. And I realized, like, I've been asking to work on this issue for a really long time, but I haven't been able to. And what it is underneath is I had a traumatic childhood. My dad left when I was really young, and I experienced a lot of people leaving when I was younger, and I developed this fear of abandonment. Because of that, I developed a character of multitasking Nicole. My parents divorced when I was 1.5. I was really young, so I was bouncing back and forth from house to house, and my dad, when he was around, he was really absent. When he would show up late. Most of the time he didn't. He was usually spending time with his newest girlfriend. But then when he would show up and he would bring his new girlfriends around, I would get attached to them, and then they would leave and a new girl would come in. And that was over and over and over again. And then my dad, he remarried, and he literally left the city that we were living in and moved hours away to start a new family with another lady, and they had a child together. And I remember how awful I felt that people kept leaving all the time. And I experienced my nonu, who I was really close with. I watched him pass away when I was really young of cancer. And I remember all the time, like, I would internalize it as me. And then my dad finally just left when I was 10. I thought, putting on this character of multitasking Nicole, if I just did everything, and I was perfect, if I could just take care of everything, anybody's problem, do all my stuff plus other people's stuff, just get it done, just do it, fix it, I got this, I got this. I was always juggling multiple hats. There were times where I had 4 jobs as a teenager. Like, I was always just doing, though, never being with myself, always just trying to get people not to leave me. And sitting on the bike this morning, I realized, like, if I can't work on, YouTube videos or other work or ebooks or recipes or all the things that I love to do during cardio, what if I fail? What if I fail? What if I can't get them done? So my whole life, I took on this character of Fix-It Nicole, of doing everything for everyone else and finishing things. And when I got on the bike and I realized that I'm gonna have to do one thing at a time, what if I fail? Well, I built this whole thing, this whole character around, if I can just do all the right things, if I can just please people around me, they won't leave me. And so I spent my whole life doing that. And then I always put myself on the back burner. I was always doing things hoping that I would get love. If I just did the right things, nobody would leave me. And when I realized this morning that I might, what if I have to finally do cardio and nothing else? What if I fail and everyone leaves? And it was like, I knew that I knew we got the bike for more than just getting a new bike. I knew it was time for me to face this, but the thought of not being able to get multiple things done scares me so much, and I know I need to do it and face it. You know, like, I had put myself aside so much that I struggled with emotional eating because I was trying to cope with always trying to get people not to leave. I was always scared people would leave me, so I would put myself and my needs aside, and then I would use food to cope. And that's how I ended up gaining so much weight until I hit my heaviest weight of 275 pounds. And I ended up having serious health problems because of my weight. And you know, I was able to work through that and lose the weight, but I still have never fully worked through my deep abandonment issues, my deep fear. If I take care of myself, do one thing at a time, and not always worry about finishing things for other people or just getting something done in hopes that somebody will go, good job, Nicole, I love you, I'm not gonna leave you. I'm almost 40, and I'll have spent my whole life trying to get people not to leave me when I don't even realize, like, I am never gonna leave me. I'm whole already. Everyone is like a special being with a beautiful heart, and you're already full, and you don't need to worry about people leaving you. You need to take care of yourself. When Kyle came downstairs and I was crying on the bike, and I told him, like, this is so scary right now. I have to face this. I know that I need to do cardio presently now, and it's so scary. So Kyle came down to the basement where the bike is, and he found me doing cardio and crying. And I told him, like, I just realized, like, this bike, it's more than a new bike. It's gonna help me face my fear of abandonment. I told him, you know, like, all the stuff that I just told you, and he said, like, I'm really scared. Like, I want to do this. I need to do this. I need to do one thing at a time. I need to be okay with going in the moment, with not finishing things, with working on a YouTube video and then doing cardio, not doing both at the same time. I said, like, I'm gonna do this. I might be dragging my heels and super scared the whole time and super nervous, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm worth it. When I told him all that, and I said, like, I'm doing it though. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it, no matter how scary it is. And he said, like, we call each other Baba. He said, I'm proud of you, Baba. That reminds me of Beach Walk Nicole. And Beach Walk Nicole is, it's the gym that that was in the town that I grew up in. It's called Beach Walk. And when I was 16, I struggled with weight my whole life, and I finally made the decision at 16, like, okay, a gym just opened up in the town that I was living in, and I said, okay, I was a loner. I was, like, embarrassed of myself, so I was pretty much by myself all the time. I didn't really have, like, a lot of friends, wasn't, like, popular or anything. I was always struggling with my weight, emotional eating, and so I always hit a lot, and I was like, I'm gonna do something for myself. I joined the gym. And I didn't have a car or anything or a license. But it was like a 15-minute walk from my house, a 10-minute walk to my summer job and my, like, after school job. So I decided that, okay, I'm gonna go in the morning before high school, and I'm gonna work out. So 16 years old, I walked to the gym, joined the gym, got my membership, 5 o'clock in the morning. Every day from, like, 16 to 18, pretty much, from 16 to 18, every morning, 5 in the morning, I got up, super dark outside. I sat at the table, I ate my blueberries and yogurt, which I really wasn't sure about at the time, but I was like, I gotta do this. I wanna commit to losing weight, to getting, you know, in better shape. So I'm sitting there eating my blueberries. I have no idea what I'm doing, scared. I get outside, it's pitch black outside. Every morning, walk to the gym in my gym clothes, 16-year-old Nicole. I remember a person from work, her son, seen me a couple of times and on his way to work, and he would go, Mom, like, that girl that you work with, like, she's walks to the gym at 5 in the morning in the dark. You know that, right? And she's like, yeah, she's really trying to commit to this. And so I'd get to the gym, there's like 5 people there. I would work out for like 2 hours, go walk back home. I do like cardio and then weights. I'd carry my Oxygen magazine, rip out pages with the workouts inside, and I would follow all the instructions on the magazine pages, and then I'd go home, walk home, get ready, go to school, high school, and then I would walk to my job after. And in the summer, I would go like in the morning, or I would walk on my lunch and go there. But like, that was Beach Walk Nicole. I didn't really know what I was doing. I wasn't really doing sustainable stuff. Like I was, you know, overdoing it, but I was trying. And he reminded me, like, Beach Walk Nicole basically meant like I had all my power. I was beaming from my soul, from trying to love myself and be with myself and take care of myself. And I'm coming back into that now. And so old multitasking Nicole is leaving, and the real Beach Walk Nicole is coming back. And I thought that was really cool that he said that. And so I wanted to include that in the video. And if you can relate, if you know, you find that you are always putting yourself off for other people so that you can please them, you think you need love from them because you know you went through a traumatic childhood or experiences where you have fear of abandonment too, you're not alone. And it is really hard to overcome, but I'm doing it and I've come a long way, and you're worth it to work on it. And remember that you're already whole. Your Eckhart Tolle is like somebody that we watch sometimes, and he says you're already sitting on the gold. And basically I take that like the gold is you. You're it. You're everything. You don't need to get love and approval from other people because you can give it to yourself, and you're worth it to go for the goals that you want and to take care of yourself and to do things one at a time. Like if you're like me, I literally break down if I have to do one thing at a time, or if I have to like start something and not finish it. My fear of abandonment is so deep that I'll literally break down and start crying because it's so scary. I get scared that people will leave if I don't finish things. And yeah, when I went to the gym, when I told Kyle this morning when he called me Beach Walk Nicole, I said like I really wasn't sure, and I was really nervous, and I was kind of dragging my heels as I walked to the gym, and I had my head down because like I always walked like that, and I still do sometimes. I have to remember to pick my head up because I'm always hiding, because I developed a lot of shame, and just like I think I thought I wasn't good enough because people were always leaving. So I put my head down a lot, and I said I put my head down and I dragged my heels, but I did it anyway, even scared, and I'm gonna do that now. I might put my head down sometimes or drag my heels, and might be really scared right now because I did not plan anything in the video, and that scares me when I don't plan what I'm gonna say because I'm scared that I'm gonna fail or people are gonna leave or not like me. Sorry. But I have to do it for myself. I need to, and I want to. Even if it's scared, even if I'm scared for the rest of my life, I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm worth it. And you're worth it too. And I hope that this helps anybody struggling. You're allowed to do one thing at a time, and you're allowed to not finish something if you don't want to. You're allowed to just be and flounder through life and make mistakes and not live in fear of people leaving because you're beautiful inside and out. And I know I am too.
And I'm finally ready to take that power back and be beach walk Nicole, and not the hide and be ashamed of who I am Nicole, who multitasks and tries to get people to love her all the time. Because I can love myself now, and I'm starting to more every day.
So the friends, like, sometimes we forget who we are. Maybe just a minute, maybe years, decades. For me, sometimes it's a minute, sometimes it's decades. But this message in this video is for you to stop right now and remember who you were before you thought that you needed to start pleasing people all the time and pleasing others instead of focusing on yourself. Remember your beautiful soul. You're sitting on the gold, and the gold is you. You have everything. Remember that person, that bright, you know, like a child, that bright, shining look in a baby's eyes. You've got that too. And that's who you are when they, you know, don't have like an ego or a head that thinks too much or worries about what other people think. They're just being. You have that too. So remember that and be you. And don't worry about what anyone else says or thinks or does, because you're worth it to live your life the way you want to and to love yourself and take care of yourself. And you're not alone. And I haven't worked through this. I'm gonna keep facing it every day, and you can do it, and I know I can too. I love you guys. I hope this helps. Don't forget to check out this vid and this vid, because I share tons of experiences and also how I lose weight sustainably for fun, with fun weight loss and loving my food and everything. Code Nicole to save 10% off my weight loss ebooks and Hoodled HTLT. This is GO2 Max HTLT subs. It's good, helps you with like endurance and stuff for cardio. And since I was talking about cardio equipment, I thought I would bring that baby out. I love you, the friends. Thumbs up the vid if you loved it. Share it with anybody that might be struggling. Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me, the friends. I really love you, and I really hope that my videos help you. I'll catch ya in the next one, cutie roomie. Love you. Bye. Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give